AITA for going mad at my sil after she served me dessert with nuts knowing I'm allergic. So, this happened a few days ago, and honestly, I'm still fuming. I 32F have a nut allergy. It's not the kind that will send me to the hospital, but it's bad enough severe stomach cramps, nausea, and sometimes even hives. My sister-in-law Emma knows this because I've told her multiple times over the years. To be honest, Emma and I don't get along that well. She's always been a bit difficult. She has this habit of making little digs at me, and I've always felt like she doesn't really like me. But for the sake of keeping the peace, I try to let it go. She invited us all over for dinner at her place, me, my other brother, and some other family members. I went because I didn't want to cause drama, and I figured it'd just be a few hours of smiling and nodding. The dinner itself was fine, but then Emma brought out dessert. It was this fancy chocolate tart thing, and everyone was raving about how good it looked. Now, I'm always careful about desserts, so I asked her, "Hey, just checking there's no nuts in this, right?" She looked me straight in the eye, smiled, and said, "No, you're good. No nuts," so I ate it. About 10 minutes later, my stomach started cramping like crazy. It was that familiar feeling, and I knew right away something was off. I asked her again, "Are you absolutely sure there's no nuts in this?" And she just kind of smirked and said, "Oh, well, it does have a little almond paste, but it's such a tiny amount." I didn't think it would matter. I was livid. Almonds are nuts, she knows I'm allergic. And the fact that she said it so casually, like it was no big deal, made it even worse. I had to leave her house early because I felt so awful. And I spent the rest of the night curled up in pain. The next day, I called her to confront her about it. I told her what she did was irresponsible and flat out dangerous. Her response, she laughed. She actually laughed and said, "You're being so dramatic. It's not like you're deathly allergic. I didn't think it would bother you." At that point, I lost it. I told her that if she couldn't respect my health, then I wouldn't be eating at her house anymore. My brother is now mad at me, saying I embarrassed him and made a huge deal out of nothing. He thinks I'm overreacting and that she just made an innocent mistake. But here's the thing, I don't think it was a mistake. I feel like she did it on purpose. She's always been passive-aggressive with me, and this just feels like another way to get under my skin. Now my family is divided. Some think I'm completely justifying, while others think I should just let it go and move on. So, Aida for losing it at my sil for serving me a dessert with nuts, knowing I'm allergic. Or am I being too sensitive?